18 minutes after 6 on this Try Something New Tuesday. One thing we're going to be tried and true to is the headlines. It's the headlines with our girl TK. Not trying anything new, not changing course. T to the K in the building. Hi, I like this. I like this.
Thank you so much.
But wait. Since it is Try Something New Tuesday, TK, what would you try that's new?
What would I try that's new? I would try new food count.
Yes, it does count.
Something brand new, like from a new country somewhere that I've never ever done. Like, would you ever try like fried cockroaches and everything there?
No.
It's a delicacy somewhere else, you know.
I'm sure that everything is a delicacy somewhere else.
Confession, in Colombia, I tried ants.
See?
And it actually was good.
See, I would do that. I would do.
Stop judging,
no
all
judgment.
of you.
No judgment. No judment.
That's why I like, you know, TK.
See?
Watch Dennis say Frozen.
Let's go
to the headlines.
Let's go to the headlines before Dennis.
Headlines.
Warmington withdraws. So CVM News has confirmed that embattled Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southwestern, Everald Warmington, has withdrawn his resignation as chairman of the JLP's Area Council 2. So speaking with CVM News, the former Works Minister says that the opposition's latest critique in Parliament over a potential conflict reaffirmed his commitment to the government and has reignited a passion to fight. He says the MP says he's not yet spoken directly with the Prime Minister on the matter, but he's certain that the government leader has been informed of the latest development. MP Warmington, of course, you remember, tendered his resignation on February 28th amid the controversy in which he stated that he would withhold resources from a PNP councillor following a JLP defeat in Old Harbour South in the local elections. So, you know, Prime Minister Andrew Holness accepted Warmington's resignation then amid growing criticism from both private and public sectors, with many people calling for his resignation at the time. But
these resignations, he submitted several resignations. So he resigned as a member of the cabinet, which still stands.
Correct.
He resigned in terms of several roles and functions that he performs within his party, and one of which is chairman of one of the area councils of the Labour Party. I saw a video, I can't remember whose video it was, but I saw a video on that he's resigning from that original position, and he's in the trenches for his party, etc., etc., etc. And I think in the moment, I guess when him did inner him feelings, he probably was liable to say stuff until I'm just resigning from everything, and now he's saying I'm not resigning from everything, you know, and he's saying that he still has a role to play in his political party. So it's you know.
But I find, don't we have a responsibility as persons with a public platform to be sure that we are not flippant and that we don't say things in high emotions and then you have to dial it back, because then what you get is a repeated inconsistency and a flip-flopping and a this today, this tomorrow, and it causes a lot of confusion.
It does.
For the people who are consuming what is being shared by these people in leadership roles. And it's just like, no, take a beat, pause, be steady, and make a statement that is true, and then that way we know that what comes out of your mouth has weight. With the constant flip-flopping is very exhausting for me as a citizen, especially in this time at the moment where every single day it's something else. One day it's this, tomorrow it's this. It's too haphazard, man.
I agree. The only thing I would say as a caveat is that in the society in which we now exist, we consume a lot more because of the phone.
Correct.
Yeah? And so now we're in a situation where in the 1980s or in the 1990s, in the early 2000s, we were never in a situation where we knew everything or we knew so much.
And in real time.
And so people could have a moment where they said what they were feeling in the moment and then dialed it back, and nobody never knew.
Well, it's even more important then to not be like that. You even more have to be rational and measured and cautious, because now everything is caught in real time.
Exactly. And I agree with
as leaders,
as a politician or as a public figure in the now
yes.
society, in the fourth industrial revolution, where you have to be very measured.
Yes.
And it is very difficult, especially if you have a fiery personality.
Well, it's an act of self-control, exercise, self-control.
Which we all can learn, including myself, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Next up, Dawes demanding answers. So Shadow Minister for Health and Wellness, Dr. Alfred Dawes, is demanding answers from the government of Jamaica for what he dubs inconsistencies in the contract procurement process involving the Phoenix Partnership, TPP. This follows concerns about recent comments made by TPP's CEO and founder, now considered overt racism. Dr. Dawes claims the contract's value has doubled from the initial proposal, and it comes at a time when the Ministry of Health and Wellness is also facing questions about significant cost overruns in other projects, such as the Cornwall Regional Hospital, which has seen expenses skyrocket from $5 billion to $20 billion. Dr. Dawes emphasizes an urgent need for the ministry to address both the moral and financial aspects of the issues. So I don't know if you've seen this story. I've
seen this story, and it feels like several stories within a story. Because,
in one.
I mean, let's put the
contracts aside and
let's put the Cornwall Regional aside. Because that is completely unrelated. Let us look at, for instance, the contractual issues, which, and I thank Dr. Dawes for raising this story, because I was completely unaware of this person, much less this contract. So kudos to you, Doc. Always doing good work, generally speaking. I don't like this company getting no contract in my country.
I agree.
I don't like it.
Agreed.
Right? The first thing I thought when Dr. Dawes raised it is, what was the contractual, what was the process of award, the procurement process? What was the awarding process? I don't know what the gentleman's proximity to the company is, but me not like it.
But I was just about to ask, because, you know, this is the CEO who, you know, made some disparaging comments about, you know, a very powerful person of color in the UK, by the way. And, okay, this is the CEO. If I need a service provided, I've done the procurement process. This is the best company based on skill, based on cost, based on everything.
Yeah, exactly.
The challenge now is,
how do you deny them because of the person who owns it?
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how you do it. You deny them because you say you cannot make disparaging remarks about a black woman who is of Jamaican descent and want to make money on the back of Jamaica, where it's a predominantly black nation, and you spoke so disgustingly about black people and about black women. So that's how you do it. Because at some point there must be integrity, there must be ethics matters. So it's not just dollars and cents all the time. Ethics matters. And if he spoke so strongly about what would be a massive part of the Jamaican population, he shouldn't be doing work in Jamaica, awarded any contract in Jamaica.
But then, do you raise the specter of concern being created over? So now we're saying that we can deny someone a contract, we can deny a company a contract based off of something that their directors said. And, you know, the whole free speech brigade and all of that thing.
I mean, many people take that stance, so I guess we also have the right to take
no,
that
because
then
then
hate speech fall within free speech? Because hate speech and free speech, because he didn't just speak about an opinion of...
He said he thinks she should be shot.
Yes,
correct.
It's
actually considered hate speech. He said he spoke about how he felt about black women and thought that she should be shot.
Well, let me...
Is that not hate speech?
And the question is, are we therefore willing then, do you think that the Jamaican people would be willing to pay more? For example, so let's say they were the most economical option. Would the people understand and be willing to pay more, which would cost us more? Or, you know, if we were to take that
stance? And then you set a precedent and or put a caveat in the contract awarding process to say, we don't give contracts to people who say things that we don't like.
To racists.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that. There's that.
I mean,
No,
guys,
say, hold on,
we are,
you know,
we
no, I'm not disagreeing. No, I'm not
we don't
disagreeing.
have the time to, I feel like we need to discuss this.
We are a predominantly black nation. We must be able to have a backbone and stand up to people who make racist and sexist comments.
I agree. I agree.
And so if it needs to be put to tender again and procured all over again because this development has come to light, then so be it. And I do think, do not underestimate the Jamaican public. I think were that expressed to them, they would understand and say, no, send it back out again, get somebody else, because we're not defend that him ring.
Him bright and out of order.
Don't underestimate.
You're bright.
The Jamaican public would understand.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
All right, well.
We said this is try something new Tuesdays, right? After the break, we step into the kitchen for an Easter bun remix. What kind of remix this? You won't want to miss it.
Curious.